So, I mean, how long did you stay in Turkey? How did you feel after coming back? Tell us about now how MediLux started.
Well, my stay in Turkey was 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I was literally kicking and screaming
Mhm.
when going to the airport to
If
come
you had
back
it your
home.
way, you would actually relocate there, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
I mean, it's quite an interesting
Right.
place, and I'll tell you, Koi. By the time I was coming back to Kenya,
Mm.
I was a completely different person.
Mm.
I had a sense of purpose. I had new vigor, and you could tell my spirit was now
Rejuvenated.
rejuvenated and extremely elevated.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
So where did you pour all this energy, this new energy
uh,
into?
you won't believe it.
Uh-huh.
I decided to take my first patient to Turkey.
Okay.
Barely a month upon my return.
Wow. Just a month.
Just
Actually,
a
a
month.
bit less than a month.
Exactly,
Uh-huh.
exactly.
I
And
always love to also hear about new clients because not even new clients, your first client, because as an entrepreneur myself, I think when I also launched one of my businesses, my first client gave me so much hope. So tell us a bit more about these clients.
Koi, you're absolutely right. You never forget your first, do you?
Mm-hmm. You
No.
don't.
um, it was for me. I had a vision
Mm-hmm.
and I had a goal,
Right.
and I shared this with one of my very close friends
Right.
to date,
Mm-hmm.
and she had faith in me and she trusted me.
Right.
And for me, you see, this was a leap of faith.
Mm.
She had been battling with weight.
Okay.
Her BMI was very high,
Mm-hmm.
and this had been there for years. I'll tell you for a fact, the MediLux first queen, we call them
Yes.
queens and kings.
Our
So,
kings and queens.
yeah, our first queen had struggled with weight for a long
Mm.
time. And everybody had said, you know, it's genetic, there's nothing that can be done about it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she had tried a lot of intervention.
Absolutely. She had tried dieting, she had tried exercise. She has a
Right.
very active lifestyle,
Right.
but you know, it was always a struggle. It was
Mm.
always a struggle.
Okay.
So I had to sit down with her,
Mm-hmm.
and I took all the necessary information as
Mm-hmm.
advised
Mm-hmm.
by doctors in Turkey,
Right.
and we developed a treatment plan for
Mm-hmm.
her.
Mm-hmm.
And it was decided that she would have bariatric surgery,
Okay.
and in particular, the gastric sleeve.
Gastric sleeve.
Yes. It
I'm
took
pretty sure we'll get into like what each procedure means. A bit
absolutely,
later, maybe in our next episode. But
absolutely.
it's good to also know, like
Yeah.
this particular client,
Yes.
especially as you're talking about her.
Yes.
In fact, guys, her story is already on our website,
Yes.
mediluxconcierge.com.
Yes.
So you can even go there and see the before and afters for all the clients we've actually
Absolutely.
helped
Yeah.
get the services
Yeah.
through our licensed partners in Turkey.
Absolutely. Thank you for mentioning
Yeah.
that, Koi.
Mm-hmm.
So within 2 weeks, we were able to prepare her documentation,
Right.
which entailed visa application documents,
Mm-hmm.
book her return flights, book her stay in Turkey,
Yeah.
her procedure.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it's a whole 360. So she traveled to Turkey,
Right.
and she was there for a period of 7 to 8 days.
Mm-hmm.
She was received by our partners on the other end.
Uh-huh.
As you can tell, I mean, I was very anxious.
Yes.
Because, you know, here was an actual patient
Mm.
who was going to consume this service.
Sure.
So she got back,
Uh-huh.
and we met about 2-3 days after.
Mm-hmm.
And my goodness, you know, I was just twiddling my thumbs. I'm like,
Right.
let it be good, let it be good.
Yeah.
And she had such glowing,
Oh.
glowing,
Review?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
She had such glowing reviews
Mm-hmm.
of her experience in
Mm-hmm.
Turkey, from the reception at the airport
Right,
with a
right.
personal chauffeur.
Mm-hmm.
She
Luxury clients.
luxury.
Mm-hmm.
She got to check into her hotel in a
Mm-hmm.
private suite. The quality of care was just on another level.
Yeah.
She told me that she felt extremely comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
By the time she got to meet the doctor and the nurses,
Mm-hmm.
she felt they were very professional.
Mm-hmm.
And as a matter of fact, one of the doctors who attended to her, he had bariatric surgery 16
Ah,
years prior.
wow.
So you see, he could relate with what she was going through. So
Mm-hmm.
this was actually exciting. In addition to her procedure,
Our
she 001 queen
yes.
got to have an interesting experience of
Mm-hmm.
Turkey. She got to explore the city, get to do a lot of sightseeing, and of course, quite a bit of shopping.
Yeah.
Allow me to add
Mm-hmm.
that most people think that cosmetic procedures are mainly for aesthetics,
Mm-hmm.
but I would like to debunk that,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to bariatric surgery. These are necessary procedures,
Mm-hmm.
especially for people with high BMI.
Right.
As you well know, with a high BMI, you're predisposed to quite a number of conditions.
Right.
For example, type 2 diabetes, hypertension,
Mm-hmm.
you suffer sleep apnea. When the breasts are too big, a condition we call gigantomastia,
Mm-hmm.
it causes a strain to the neck
Your back.
and to the back,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
The weight also causes a strain to the knees,
Mm.
and most people without intervention would have to get knee replacements done.
Right.
So it's purely not for aesthetics,
Mm-hmm.
it's necessary for a better quality of life.
Right. Oh, fantastic. And I mean, you did mention about our 001 queen.
Mhm.
I just want to take it back slightly there, just so that we can share with our audience the packages that we actually put together. Because it's not just about going in and getting a cosmetic or a weight loss procedure done, but we've made it so exciting, and we're working with even the Turkish government
Yeah.
to ensure that we're also promoting tourism and that our patients get to have a fantastic time. And I think one of the best things I love about what we do at MediLux is the fact that we have hospitals and clinics
Yeah.
all over Turkey. So if a patient loves more of like the bustling, busy
Yes.
life, then we have
Yes.
hospitals in Istanbul.
Yes.
If they want like a more relaxed, more scenic beach kind of vibe, we also have hospitals on the beach side. And over and above that, the fact that we offer packages where you can actually get to explore Turkey pre or post. As you said earlier, we definitely do recommend having it pre-procedure,
Absolutely.
just so that even after procedure, you're in a more calmer space to just relax and let your body heal.
Absolutely.
And places like Bodrum, Antalya, Cappadocia, amazing, beautiful places.
Indeed.
Some of them places you only get to see on TV, but we have access to these kind of places. So it's
Absolutely.
pretty exciting, as much as you're going in. A lot of people get very anxious
Yes.
when going in for
Yes.
surgeries and
Yes.
procedures.
Yes.
But, with Medilux,
Yeah.
you just feel the calm, the
Indeed.
ease from the beginning.
Indeed, indeed. You're very right, Koi. We have left no stone unturned, as you've rightfully mentioned. We try and cover, all the bases
Right.
when it comes to medical tourism. We know that for the patients, it's not an easy thing to do. So we try as much as possible to help, even from the mundane sort of, for example, advice on what to pack, to the very complex
Yes.
sort of explaining to them what to expect with a medical procedure. So we really try and cover all the bases.
And that we have. That we have.
Indeed.
I think towards us closing off this conversation, I did want to ask, what has been, what what are some of the challenges you've possibly faced while in Turkey?
Koi, this is a funny one, but I'm sure most people would relate. The language barrier was quite a hurdle,
Yes.
because for me, initially, I actually took the initiative to study online
Yeah.
the language with the help of my daughter. But
How easy was it? Did you ace it?
that's a story for another
Uh-huh.
day. Of course, through the years, I've been able to pick a few words here and there, of course.
Right.
But I mean, having said that, we have made sure that we have English speaking coordinators throughout
True.
our patient's journey as MediLux Concierge, because in terms of how thorough they are,
Yeah.
you can be guaranteed of 100% less stay and procedure.
100%. And I think even maybe to mention just like the type of facilities we even have
Right.
with both our partners on the hotel side
Yes.
and partners in the hospital.
Yes.
Because one thing I know is the hospitals that we have partnered with, you walk in and you just feel like you're swimming in luxury
Right.
at a very affordable price.
Absolutely. Like we mentioned earlier, really at MediLux Concierge, it's about offering value. And like we rightfully said, with the Turkish government taking the initiative to build the medical tourism side of the economy, they have taken great initiatives in making sure that the medical facilities actually are up to par. But not just that, they do not feel like hospitals. From the reception area, it's a really warm and cozy feeling. You're checked into a private suite within the hospital. So really, it really takes the edge off when it comes to medical travel.
100%.
Yes.
All right. I don't know if there's anything in there you possibly would like to add. I do know we've had some amazing clients, interesting clients,
Indeed.
people from different walks of life,
Yes.
people who are in different businesses or careers.
Yes.
I mean, what can you tell our audience about the kind of clientele we actually get?
I would like to mention that when it comes to cosmetic procedures, especially, this has been dominated by women for the longest time.
True.
And for the past maybe 7 to 8 years, the men are catching up. And it's because there's been a realization that when it comes to quality of life, really there is no gender, Koi. It's both for the women and the men. So we have had quite a number of kings,
Right.
engage in our services, and led by my husband.
Yes. Oh
Led by
my
my
goodness.
husband, he saw the transformations that were happening, and he also is one of the beneficiaries of MediLux services.
Yes.
So really, when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to quality of life, there is no gender.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And I must say, I mean, like I said earlier, if you go to our website,
Yes.
mediluxconcierge.com, you'll see some of these reviews that we have from patients that we've actually worked with before. And I must say, my goodness, your husband, the transformation was out of this world.
Indeed.
To imagine,
Indeed.
going from one body size to something so significant that you even feel so light.
Absolutely.
You feel so healthy, because I know
Absolutely.
this is something he's actually mentioned
Oh, yes.
to me before.
Yes.
So I'm really proud of what we're doing. I'm really proud of what
Absolutely.
we're doing for our potential patients and for the ones that we've already worked with before.
Absolutely, Koi. It's been such a delight, very fulfilling journey, and particularly just seeing the transformation with our patients. I love our MediLux team, even led by yourself. You've been quite a great addition to the MediLux team. And really, I thank God for this opportunity.
Right.
And it's onwards and upwards for MediLux tourism.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yes.
Onwards and upwards.
Absolutely.
I love that we close on that note. But before we close,
Yeah.
we do have a couple of products here.
Yes. Yes, we do.
And maybe we can quickly just talk about them, but we will have another session where we go,
Yes.
we dig deeper into each one of them.
Right.
So maybe you can take us through the products
Yes.
and what exactly they do.
Absolutely.
In short detail.
Yes.
Then we'll cover them again.
I would love to. I mean, right here we have the protein powder, which is, we call it the protein shake. But ideally, it's the protein powder. The beauty about our protein powder is that it's infused with 22 minerals and vitamins as well. But even better is that you can take it on the go. So this is something that you can put in your car, in your purse, as opposed to the huge protein, supplements,
Right.
where you have to scoop. You don't even know how much you need to scoop.
100%.
And you just need to mix it with water or lactose-free milk. It comes in 4 different flavors, and it's quite a favorite for most people.
I personally cannot wait to start trying out all these products.
Absolutely. Then we also have our collagen. Our collagen comes in 32 sachets.
Right.
Also, same thing, you don't have to scoop. It's not messy. So all you need to do is just take 1 sachet on an empty stomach, or take it in the evening. Yeah, which is also recommended. We also have our multivitamin. But it's not just a multivitamin, it's multivitamin with multi-minerals. This is essential for any person, especially because we want to take care of ourselves from the inside out. Yes.
100%.
Yeah, we also have the collagen. Now, this is essential, especially when it comes to elasticity of the skin, strengthening of the bones. And listen, my kings, collagen is not a reserve of the women.
True.
I mean, we have to, ensure that we also have our own self-care when it comes to the men. And this has actually been very popular for the men as well. The queens are purchasing for the kings, and their kings are also still purchasing for themselves.
100.
Then, of course, we have the glutathione.
I've heard a lot about glutathione.
Yes. And the best thing about glutathione, you just need to take once a day, and it's 1 tablet a day.
Right.
You will find that most of the things, the glutathione in the market, you'd need to take 3 to 6 tablets for 1 sitting.
Oh, wow.
But this is a really good product, and you just need to take 1 a day.
What does it do for you?
Glutathione is essential for a lot of things. I mean, it heals you from the inside out. When it comes to your skin, it just rejuvenates the body.
Right.
It also acts as a great antioxidant. Now, you will find that in the market, you'll be asked to buy glutathione and pair it with vitamin C tablets.
Right.
You don't need to do this with this glutathione, because it's glutathione infused with vitamin C.
Nice.
So it just makes things so much simpler.
Oh, fantastic.
So, and these are available, they will be available
MediLux?
on our website, on MediLux. And yeah, we look forward to having you guys and benefiting from all this.
Absolutely. You can see we've covered all bases at MediLux. So let's call this our first episode.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Season 1, episode 1. I'm looking forward to digging even further deeper into the different procedures that we offer, the different products that we have that are beneficial for our clients. So I think with that we can close, and I want to say thank you once again.
Thank you too,
This
Koi.
has been beautiful.
It's been my pleasure.
See you next time.
See you next time. Bye, kings and queens.
Bye, kings and queens.